So I'm from the Eastern Cape, East London in the Eastern Cape. Like many people at my time that completed high school in the early 80s, mid 80s, we all left the city to go and study elsewhere, because unless you were studying through correspondence like through UNISA, you went elsewhere. So I'm a small town girl. In terms of my hobbies and likes, I love music, particularly jazz. So any opportunity I have when I'm traveling abroad or any place is to look at what music and jazz is playing at the time. As far as my personality and type of leadership goes, I'm naturally shy, but then I think having over the years coming to my own in various roles, I would say that I'm an introvert, and those that read a lot about leadership of lately, know that quiet leadership is something that's also quite topical. So I've identified myself a lot in that, in terms of the approach. So my academic foray was starting with a bachelor's in science degree in microbiology and biochemistry, with my main interest being diseases, what causes and spread, and how diseases spread. I really enjoyed that, having pursued my degree at Rhodes University. It was quite small, intimate, close to home. And following that, I had, through an ad in the newspaper, applied for a scholarship to go and study in the USA. It was at the time when it was a program funding and providing scholarships to Black South Africans to go and get educated abroad and come back and contribute to South Africa. And I was fortunate to be part of that, did a master's, and while they did a doctoral degree and did postdoctoral training, and also got some work experience, and came back, like many of us, to contribute to South Africa. In my initial part of my career, I followed the typical route of starting in academia, thinking I'd be a lifelong academic and researcher. But at the time, there was also a lot of opportunity in trying to support and build research in South Africa, and I took up a position as a research capacity development manager at the Medical Research Council, trying at the time to support more public health research, because at the time, it was more about clinical and biomedical. And then following that, while I was busy with that, I did a business degree, master's in business administration, and it was more to try and get more insights and information around management, working with funders and private sector funders, business plans, because that was the approach in trying to get external funding. And that led to many more opportunities with my position at the Innovation Fund, which supported technological innovation. So it married my academic background along with my research management and the business degree. And so on, I progressed in the world of research management and support. The University of Johannesburg has set in place a number of exciting initiatives around supporting, global excellence. And I see the role that the research division will play as instrumental in partnering with other support departments, as well as the faculties and the researchers. There's a lot of excellent work that has been done, and you can see that by the research productivity and, the steady upward projection of the university. So I, in particular, and I'm very new here, so it's based on my observations the first few days, I see great opportunity in trying to increase external research income. The university has excellent international partnerships and links, and I think we can capitalize on that a lot more, because one of the areas that's important in becoming world-class and well-known is what people say about you, and people recognizing that you have researchers of, high standing, etc. So we will try and work on getting research income, strengthening research collaborations, and improving partnerships for joint research, joint publications.
The University of Johannesburg. Rethink, reinvent.